The rise of the militant group ISIS in Iraq and in Syria has raised new questions for those seeking to counter terrorism here and overseas. How do we prevent people from travelling to foreign countries to take part in terrorist activities? What sort of powers of surveillance should we allow the state here at home to identify potential suspects? And, perhaps most importantly, how do we safeguard our society without eroding the principles that the society is built upon in the first place? These are the sort of questions we're trying to explore here at King's. My name is Cian Murphy and I'm the Academic Co-Director of the Centre for Transnational Legal Studies here at King's. I've been at King's for about 10 years in total, and my academic work focuses on counter-terrorism law. In particular, I look at counter-terrorism law and counter-terrorism operations and their impact on legal principles and on political freedom. Terrorism has been the security concern of this century. Ever since the attacks in New York and in Washington on the 11th of September 2001, the international community has been looking for new ways to address the threat of Al-Qaeda and now also the threat of ISIS. But these novel legal measures often cause problems for principles such as the rule of law, and they also raise questions as to their democratic legitimacy. Questions of counter-terrorism arise in the law at all levels. Colleagues who work on policing, on British public law, have to examine how terrorism affects domestic law right here in London. My own work focuses largely on the European Union and the impact of counter-terrorism in that legal order. The EU has proposed new measures after the murders of journalists in Paris in January of this year, and those measures are currently under consideration by the legislature. In addition to this work on the European Union, I've increasingly been focusing on United Nations counter-terrorism. The UN has adopted a wide range of measures against terrorism since September 11th, and those measures will be the subject of scrutiny in my next book, Control Beyond the State, which I hope to complete later this year. Although governments are always looking to respond to the next attack, the responsibility on those of us in universities is to look for the broader, longer-term trends. I think that we understand the policy processes a lot better now than we did 10 years ago. A key trend is transnationalisation of law in this area. Increasingly, decisions are being taken outside of national governments and national legislatures at the international level, and we need to better understand the implications of international law against terrorism and transnational law enforcement cooperation for how we govern ourselves today.